Do you believe that objectives are for suckers? Do you like to sit in corners with LMGs and wait for people? Then do I ever have a weapon for you? Welcome to the XMG Bread and Butter In-Depth. My name is Drifter, doing the intro a little bit differently today. And why camp with one light machine gun when you can camp with two is kind of my philosophy on this hilariously fun weapon. If you can't tell, I had a really good time doing this in-depth episode. I really like this weapon. It's fun, it's funny, it might not be practical or whatever, but if you have it, I think you'll have a blast using it. You're going to get to see me hose a lot of people in a couple of different gameplays here, but while I do that, let's talk about the stats. First and foremost, it does have a damage decrease, which is a bad thing. This turns me off on a lot of guns because it hurts the time to kill, but it's not that bad. The normal damage on an XMG is 25 up close, meaning 4 shots to kill, 20 and then 20, so it only drops off at medium range and that's it. The Bread and Butter XMG has a second or third drop-off point. It'll be 25 up close, 20 at a distance, medium range, my bad, and 17 at long ranges. What this is going to mean is that the normal XMG is 4 or 5 shots to kill, depending on your range. It's either 4 or 5 and feels very consistent. However, the Bread and Butter XMG can be 4, 5, or up to 6 shots to kill at long range, which is incredibly high for a light machine gun. Most submachine guns like ASM-1 and stuff like that are taking 6 shots to kill. Most assault rifles stop at 5. LMGs usually 4 or 5. So it might feel a little bit funny, but it does have something awesome going on with it. And that's the fact that the rate of fire has been massively buffed on this weapon. It's elite for a reason. The normal rate of fire on a normal XMG is 600 rounds per minute, and it pretty much stays there. It doesn't really round down very much. The Bread and Butter XMG gets a huge, and this is a massive rate of fire buff, all the way up to 857 RPM. It'll round down a smidgen on console, but stay relatively close to that. It is a huge, huge rate of fire buff. You definitely will notice it, and it'll feel like, I don't know, it'll just feel insanely fast, and you have to bear in mind that this is for each of your light machine guns, not the total combined. So the total combined here is a little bit over 1700 RPM, which if I'm not mistaken makes it the fastest firing weapon in the entire game. The funny thing is you can put rapid fire on it and make it fire even faster than that. You can push it up close to 1000 RPM each and then essentially have like 2000 RPM going on, just hosing bullets downstream everywhere. That's how I'm running it in this video. Absolute bullet hose, really, really fun. The overall time to kill is actually a bit faster, even though we do have a damage decrease. We have a massive rate of fire increase, and the TTK definitely makes up for it, and you can get some hit markers at very long ranges. It can seem a little frustrating, but even at long ranges, even at your maximum distance, your time to kill is essentially the same as the base variant, and it's even deadlier at medium and close range, so I wouldn't worry about that. It'll more than make up for it if you run rapid fire kind of like I do it and kill even faster at long range than the base variant would, so it can be very, very deadly. There's yet another downside though. The total ammunition has been decreased from 400 to 280. This is a colossal ammunition decrease, perhaps the largest ammo decrease in the entire game that I'm aware of. The ammo is decreased such to the point that your XMG has different amounts of ammo on each weapon. Like, it didn't even have 2 full magazines after this is how huge your ammo decrease is. You can make up for this if you run scavenger or extended mags. Typically I don't. Extended mags will fix this problem and you'll have like a ton of ammo in reserve. My general philosophy is I wouldn't worry about it, because by the time you burn through all 280 rounds of your ammunition, you should have at least killed 5 to 10 people, and dying or picking up a new weapon isn't going to be the worst penalty. I really, really wouldn't worry about it. Like I said, if you burn through all 280 bullets killing people, you've more than done your job. You've earned the ability to go knife only. I feel that the best attachment for the XMG Bread and Butter is rapid fire. It already shoots super fast, and when you go to lockdown mode, it has no recoil and is super tight, so you can put rapid fire on here and get all the increased fire rate, but none of the penalty of less accuracy. It still has the same amount of accuracy, and you can just massively increase your time to kill, and I feel that is the best attachment to use. Another little tip that I can give you is that you can swap modes between regular running around akimbo and deployed mode faster with the fast hands perk, so I always run fast hands with this. It's pretty much always recommended, so you can just swap super fast. You can even stop and swap and kill people that have assault rifles faster than they can aim down sights and kill you. Very, very effective if you time it right. That's not the only perk that I run on this particular class though. I run 6 total perks. I run flak jacket so I can't be blown up when I'm deployed. I run overcharge so that I can hover longer. I always run exo hover, which is awesome for this because you can deploy in midair, which makes you sort of a mobile turret. Then I'm running gung ho and fast hands so that I can shoot while sprinting and so that I can swap to deployed super, super fast. And then finally the standard toughness blast suppressor, and this works better than you think it would. The XMG Bread and Butter is very effective at choke point control, closing down objectives, and it's also very effective at close range time to kill if you're a campy kind of guy and you can bait people into rushing you. The best best thing you can do with this gun is sit in a corner and be like, dude, come on, bro, I dare you, rush me. What you got, an ASM-1? Come on, do it. I got 2 giant machine guns, I'm gonna win, and you'll win like every single time because you don't have recoil, and it's just pretty easy to use. Unfortunately, though, you have 0% mobility to do this. You have to be able to set up very, very well, and that's why I think it's not truly a competitive gun. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, you can lock down and slay people in pubs. You can do a lot of really fun stuff, but a smart team is gonna poop on you. A smart team is not gonna let you sit in one area and camp and lock them down. They're gonna come shoot you in the back, which is you're probably not seeing too much in these gameplays, but don't worry, it happened to me a lot, and it's just something that you would use for fun. If you want to throw down, if you want to have the satisfaction of hovering and getting a triple kill, use the XMG Bread and Butter. It's super easy to do, super fun, but if you're planning to be a team player, probably wouldn't do this because you can't get on objectives, and if you're playing a really good team, I definitely wouldn't do this because they're gonna smash you. Guys, that's all for this in-depth episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the Spanner KF5, and the next episode is going to be on the Bulldog Facehammer. Drifter out.